in the films, and I know you're aware of this, in all the different films, you sort of get bits and pieces of the backstory, but you don't get anything really detailed or cohesive. It's kind of like they glance over it and then it's on to the next thing. But I wanted to flesh that out, and specifically the original murders, the murders that he was tried for, and ultimately he got, away with it. Um, and those murders were never chronicled in any detail. You never knew the kids' names. You never knew how they were killed. You never knew when it happened. So there was a lot to work with. And I had a good friend, Andy Mangels, who is a best-selling author. He's a comic writer. He wrote the original Nightmares on Elm Street comic line in 1992 for Innovation, and then he's worked on Wonder Woman, the X-Files books, you name it. He's definitely a pop culture guy, and he's a hero of mine. And he had these notes. So I said, this is what I want to do. I want to tell the backstory. What do you think? And he was like, I've got some notes, I think it's a good idea. Go for it. I support it. And I was like, wow, so that gave me the fire that kind of lit under me, to go ahead and get it done. But that's what the book does. It tells you everything leading up to Freddy's demise and kind of the splitting of his personality and the life he leads as a cover life as opposed to what he really is, because the cover life is certainly a mask. That's not really who he is. The nightlife, what he does in his downtime, what he does after work, what he does before he comes home to his wife and daughter, that is really him. And what he does to Underwood is certainly very, very much him. And a lot of that's mirrored. A lot of my own experience is mirrored in that interaction because I chose for Freddie to stand up to his adopted stepfather who was abusive, and obviously it didn't end up very well for the elder Underwood. So it's just one of those things. It's like the fracturing of what he's trying to do. He tries to lead this double life, and he ultimately fails at it. And we know that because when you see the original Nightmare on Elm Street, all this has already happened. So all I'm doing is filling in the gaps and tying in all the films together because that's something I think that was necessary because Nightmare on Elm Street is one clear defined universe. And now with this book, lots of folks are accepting it as canon. So it's like, it got inducted and I was like, wow, I didn't think there was going to be this sort of impact with it, but I'm so glad that there has been one. So